I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. There's been another prom season tragedy, this one happening last evening in the town of Wallkill, when a Middletown teen was killed while driving a car that crashed into the rear of a tractor trailer. The victim was identified as 17-year-old Armando Colon, an 11th grader from Middletown High School. State police say he and 3 others were en route to a senior prom at the Villa Borghese in Wappingers Falls. Colon's vehicle went out of control on the entrance ramp to Interstate 84 from Route 17. Car swerved into the driving lane, hitting the truck. Colon was later pronounced dead at Orange Regional Medical Center. One of his passengers, 19-year-old Jason Avila of Middletown, suffered minor injuries, and 2 others in the car were not hurt. Police say excessive speed and slippery road conditions were contributing factors. Crisis counselors will be at Middletown High School on Tuesday when school reopens. State police say an investigation determined that Tanya Vaughk stole more than $180,000 from the Town of Ulster business where she had been employed as its comptroller. Now the 43-year-old Saugerties woman faces multiple felony counts of grand larceny, forgery, and falsifying business records. According to state police, the thefts were discovered following Vaughk's recent dismissal from the business. She was ordered held on $20,000 bail in Ulster County Jail. It was their chance to sound off. Those opposed to the planned $1.5 billion takeover of CH Energy Group by Canadian company Fortis say the deal should not be approved because of Fortis's poor business practices elsewhere and because they say it will turn out to be a bad deal for Central Hudson utility customers. Members of the groups Citizens for Local Power and the Public Utilities Law Project say based on Fortis's questionable environmental track record with projects in Belize and British Columbia, the deal should be rejected. It will be up to the State Public Service Commission to make the acquisition decision. Their ruling is expected by June 30th. They gathered to remember their fallen comrades. Members of state police, Troop F, held their annual memorial service earlier today to pay tribute to the 14 state police officers who had been assigned to Troop F who were killed in the line of duty. Troop F Commander Major Ed Rasso, a 32-year state police veteran, knew and worked side by side with many of those whose lives were taken.
Our duty is to gain inspiration and to live up to the ideals that they represented. When you look at a guy like Dave Brinkerhoff who's entering a farmhouse knowing that he's going to get shot at and they go in anyway, I mean, you know, it's tough to top something like that. And I still get choked up when I think about some of these troopers because, you know, having known them and worked with them, you knew what they were about. And it's just an absolute shame.
Today's ceremony was attended by others in the law enforcement community as well as family and friends of those who died while serving our communities. They're preparing for a possible call, those with the Orange County chapter of the American Red Cross. They've been gearing up, outfitting their ERVs, emergency response vehicles, just in case they're needed down in Oklahoma in the wake of the monster tornado that destroyed communities and claimed lives.
We're getting our equipment and supplies ready to be able to support the people out there in Oklahoma who were affected by the tornado. People came from out that way to help us during Hurricane Sandy, so we're getting our volunteers and staff ready to do the same. We have supplies here in our warehouse, which would be available.
When it all started, as I was watching the news and keeping, you know, is an eye on what's is going on, the weather and just the total destruction of what's happening, and it just, you know, it makes you want to go and help and, you know, and serve.
The local Red Cross unit maintains a warehouse full of supplies. They came in handy last year when chapter volunteers got the call to provide assistance following Superstorm Sandy. Further economic development will be the way for Sullivan County to improve its tenuous financial situation and improve the lives of county residents. That message was delivered by County Legislative Chairman Scott Samuelson last evening during his second State of the County address. In his speech, Samuelson pointed to the potential redevelopment of the Concord property and the Apollo Mall as important components in the county's ongoing effort to improve the local economy. But Samuelson says the county's continuing high unemployment rate, currently at 8.9%, means the legislature will have to find more ways to streamline operations and generate savings. And those driving through the Stone Ridge area of Ulster County early this morning may have spotted what you might call a cattle drive. Began at around 6 a.m. and it was actually a cow walk. The movable beast farm regularly moves its beef cattle from pasture to pasture on its own Whitelands Road farm property. But every now and then they drive their cattle to a neighbor's field, and that requires the cows take a 2-mile journey down County Route 2, Cripplebush Road, then through a tunnel that runs under Route 209, then through fields and a stream, and eventually into the new pasture to graze. The walk took a couple of hours, definitely a different spin when it comes to Memorial Day weekend travel. All in all, it was truly a moving experience. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, sunshine will be hard to come by for at least the first part of the Memorial Day weekend. Saturday will be cloudy and cool with showers likely. Temperatures are not expected to get much higher than the upper 50s. Sunday will be partly cloudy and a little milder with the highs in the middle 60s. The best day will be Monday, Memorial Day, when the forecast is for a sunny sky and temperatures in the mid 70s. Enjoy the weekend and keep clicking back here at Record Online throughout the holiday weekend to stay on top of breaking news and get caught up on all that is happening by reading the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.